Do not negotiate with your past. Because number one, the past doesn't exist. It came, it went. It created an influence. It might have put you down. It might have lifted you up. You'd have had a past glory. You'd have had a past very bad accident in your life. But I tell you, do not negotiate with it. One of the very, strongest mistakes, I would say, is to compare with what happened and what can happen now. Don't do that. I know it is hard. I myself have gone through it a number of times, and I go back to compare to what happened then so that something can better happen now. No, that is false. That is deception. It is not real. I tell you, you and I do not have enough time to live the life one day at a time. That's all it is. It's fresh today, and it's a blessing every day. And in that process, we make a lot of things so that we can make our path much more smoother and clearer and comfortable to have this earthly journey. That's the way I look at it, and that's the way anybody should look at it. I don't know whether people believe in God or don't believe in God. That is not my concern. But my point is, life is there. Life is for today. It is not about yesterday, and it is not about tomorrow. It is today. You got to live it today. And of course, make way in the best that you can today so that you can face the good tomorrow if you're there. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the way we need to live it out. No attachments, absolutely nothing which keeps you, enslaved to people and to patterns and to the things which makes you feel like only if you do this you will be able to live. No, get out of it. And that is what past does to you if you hold on to it. I'm talking of experience. I'm a person who believed in discipline in a way that things have to happen this way. Because that's how we brought up. My father and mother both were overcautious. You won't believe it. When I told a first lie at home, you know what my dad did? he took a nice little knife, burnt it up hard, and gave me a lot of burns on my leg, at least 3-4 of it. He said, never lie after this again. What an upbringing. I mean, I appreciate that because I learned not to lie. Yeah, I learned not to lie, right? It's good not to lie. It's good to be open. I remember that incident. I can never forget that. I remember I used to wear the socks to school, and it used to be like kind of the hurt would be there, and then the hurtfully not healed, it would stick to the wound. I'll never forget it because lies. Your past is past. It is a lie if you hold on to it. It's gone. Throw it out of the window. Tie a big stone and dunk it into the sea. It's hard. I tell you why, because I've seen many people who come to me and come back and tell me like, it so happened to me like that. I'm still lingering around, sticking around there. You can deal with your past. That's what I'm saying. You can deal with your past. I tell you, that's why the topic which I was saying was to understand your past and then let it go. You got to understand it. You can fear it, and you can't think that it's going to come back to you again. You got to be charged up. It's like if you're a doctor who's treating someone with a skull injury, the doctor has to take that head and deal with it. He has to understand where the hurt is. He has to put his hand into it and work it. Surgery, whatever it is, he's got to work it out. He's got to have that patience. He can't be afraid. That's why I tell you need to develop a system, a kind of an immune system where your past is only to be worked upon and thrown away, and you need to keep moving. If you're going to stick there, it's going to be problematic. I tell you why. I'm going to just give you 2 points why people stick there. Number one, emotions. You desired something in the past, and you felt that it was completely yours, the situation, the person, the whatever. And you said, this is going to be there forever. And then all of a sudden, something happens. And that becomes a hurt. And how do you heal yourself? Right? You got to make sure you heal yourself and keep the ball rolling. Grieve over it, no problem. But don't carry the grief all your life. You won't be able to see what is kept alive in front of you. You will really not be able to see what is kept alive. You will still be looking at dead things, right? So that's one bit of it. The second thing about the past is memory. The first thing what I told you about is emotion hurts. The second thing is memory. You cannot remember again and So I started developing this habit of do it right the first time. I remember I've done a number of things over and again, failed a number of times, but then I decided I will give my best shot the first time. But if it doesn't happen, no problem about it. Take a all thing new together, new approach, a new point of view, and give it your best shot again. Simple as that. Oh, it could have happened. It could have happened itself is over. I know there is a very nice saying in English. It says, do not cry over spilt milk. No problem. Get the cat or the dog to drink it up. Don't waste that milk. I'm going to say the cleaning process. You got to clear it off. Don't keep your past. So now what I want to tell you, reiterate and summarize today is this, that I want you guys to go out, take an active step about everything that's still sitting inside your system and bothering you about your past. It could have happened, didn't happen, it's going to happen in a different magnitude altogether. That's the attitude you need to have. You understand what I'm saying? So go back and position yourself for that and don't linger on that. If you have to grieve over it and forget it. Say goodbye to it. Keep the ball rolling because you have greater endeavors waiting for you, greater adventures waiting for you. Go out and live a life of today and now, and God bless you.